What's up, guys? Back again with another World of Tanks video, and today we're going to be doing a review on the SuperPershing, which is a tier 8 American premium medium tank, as you guys can see up here. This is just a website here, just showing off the stats and whatnot of the tank, but I'm only going to use this website just for the armor profile of the tank. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the armor. Statistically wise, we have 101.6 whole armor, 76.2 on the side, 50.8 on the rear, and on the turret front you got 101.6, same as the front hull, same side, and you got 76.2 on the rear of the turret for the armor, and 20 millimeters of track armor. So that's pretty much it there for the armor statistics. But let's go ahead and look into the actual armor details here in the front, the actual collision model, if you will. So anyways, as you can see, the armor here ranges from 0 to 139.7, but it's what I'm not showing here is the side armor, which we do have. I mean, not the side armor, the spaced armor, guys, which we do have a lot of, as you guys can see here in the front. So everybody knows the SuperPershing has really good armor, and as you can see right there where it says impacted armor, the 101.6 millimeters, that's the front whole armor. But then you see two 38 millimeters also in there, for a total of, if you add both of those together, you get what, 76 millimeters. So that's 76 millimeters of spaced armor, guys, also included in the front. So it really makes the tank a lot more effective having this spaced armor. First of all, with the tank, you do not want to over angle the tank, because if you over angle something like that, they're gonna pin your side all fucking day. Like, you guys will see it. A lot of people do this, even I do it. In the replay I'm going to be showing you later, you could see some parts where I over angle and I get pinned very easily on the side. So when playing this tank, you want to angle just slightly, something like this, so you guys could see. Don't want to over angle it. Even like this maybe is a little bit pushing it, but I mean, as you can see here, the effective armor on the sides still seems to be okay. But I mean, look at it, there's some spots here where you could actually pin. So let's go ahead and just say this is probably the best angle right here. Because I mean, like I'm saying, if you over angle something like that, like 45 millimeters or degrees, I mean, they're gonna pin you all day on your side. So I mean, a lot of people will play the tank just flat like this, and the armor, as you can see, is still very strong. I mean, just look at the front whole armor, guys. If you're just like this, look at this front whole armor, effective armor, it's about 220-ish, pretty much 220, and it could go up as high as 250. Right here we got, what is that, 270? I think I saw right there. 500, 522. Like, what the fuck is that? As you can see, the armor is pretty fucking troll. I mean, even the lower plate, look at this shit. Look at the lower plate, 250. Look at this. So as you can see, the armor is strong, just flat, but if you give it just a slight angle, it becomes even better, like a lot stronger. It gets to about 230-ish. So that's pretty fucking effective right there. You could bounce a lot of shells with this type of armor. I mean, just look how strong the lower plate is right here on this side. It gets weaker the more, you know, depends what side you're on, what angle you're on, but it can get either weaker or stronger. As you can see, it's stronger on this side than it is on this side over here because of the way we're angling. So as you can see, the armor is, like I said, pretty fucking solid. I mean, 76 millimeters of spaced armor in the front of the hull, and then 101.6 millimeters of regular armor. So that's a lot of fucking armor right there, pretty much. So yeah, guys, the front hull armor is very fucking good. There is this weak spot here, the machine gun port, which I will show you in the visual model. There it is right there. But as you can see, it's kind of tiny, hard to hit. A lot of people don't hit it. The main weak spot of this tank, guys, will have to be the cupola. Everybody always hits this shit. Do not hit this side on the right. This side on the right, this is not even part of the model. It's just there for looks. It doesn't even, look at it, doesn't, there's nothing there. If you try to shoot this, it's like hitting nothing. So you want to hit this cupola, this area right here, and if you hit that, look how weak the armor is. It gets, look at that. I mean, what is that? It could get to what, 150? Oh, what the fuck? This shit, if you shoot too much on one side, obviously it's gonna be strong like this, 297. But it's 76.2 millimeters effect of armor, I mean, and the effective armor is about 100. Let's go ahead and just say like 130-ish, because look at it, it goes from 110-ish to like, what is that, 140 something I saw right now, 150. But I mean, look at that, it's like 110. So let's go ahead and just say it's 110 millimeters of armor. So guys, the main weak spot of this tank, as far as the armor, would be this turret. The cupola on the turret, and then the machine gun port from the front. Other than that, the vehicle is fucking very well armored. The turret front has a shit ton of spaced armor. Just look at that. You see that shit? 88 millimeters of space, then another 114.3 of space, and then the original 101.6 millimeters of regular armor. So do not shoot the turret mantlet area. I mean, just look at this. It's too effective. Just way too strong. You might get away with shooting this ring area right there. Let me go ahead and put that on visual. This area right here, I mean, it could get a little weak there, but to be honest, I would only go for, like I'm saying, I would only go for the cupola or the machine gun port area to hit this tank. I would not try to hit anything else on the front. Now, if he's angling, you want to hit the side, guys. The side is the weakest spot of the tank, as you can see. So, pretty much, guys, to finish off the tank review portion of the video, you want to hit the sides of the tank, the cupola on the turret, and the machine gun and port. Those are the weakest spots of the armor and easily pennable. Other than that, this tank is very solid because of its fucking just ridiculous front hull armor. I mean, it's just fucking effective as fuck. So yeah, guys, you'll see you're gonna get a lot of bounces. If you're top tier, you're gonna get a shit ton of bounces on this thing, as long as you don't over angle like that. So yeah, guys, overall the armor is very solid, and if I'd have to grade it, I'd have to grade this a B+ or something like that. So yeah, guys, very effective armor. Anyways, that's gonna be it for the armor review portion of the video. Stay tuned, where I will now go to the garage and talk about the stats and more about the tank. Alright, guys, stay tuned. Alright, guys, back again. As you can see, I'm in my garage now, and here is my SuperPershing. So let's go ahead and get started here on the statistics. I don't know, that sound seems a little bit high, but fuck it. Either way, firepower for the tank, as you can see, my reload is at 6.77 with this current loadout. Brothers in Arms, got the Vance, 100% crew obviously. I got the rammer, and I also have vertical stabilizers here for the for more accurate type of shooting. Here's my aim time and everything like that. Let's go ahead and look at the actual gun here. So the statistics, we got a good rate of fire here. 192 pen is pretty decent now. Sometimes it's gonna suck, but that's why we have 258 millimeter APCR rounds, which are gonna come in handy, guys. So yeah, that's gonna really help. 240 average damage. That's not super high, but it's decent. It works. It does damage, so good enough. The accuracy at 0.38, not too horrible if you compare this to Russian guns, so I can live with that. And the 2.3 second aiming time is also not too bad, so not bad at all on the gun. It has pretty good statistics. Maybe I wish it had at least 200 pen, but overall it's a solid gun, just an all-round gun. Survivability, we already talked about the armor, but this tank does have 1,500 hit points. Doesn't have like huge HP like normal tier 8 heavy tanks, because this is kind of like a heavy medium tank, but because it's a medium, it still has a good amount of HP. 1,500 has like the same HP as a tier 7 Tiger, so good HP overall. Mobility of the tank, this is where the tank's not too good, guys. It has poor mobility, not too quick. It's a medium tank, but it's a heavy medium pretty much. So the top speed is 40.2 going forwards, 18 going back. Traverse speed is pretty good at 36.5, so it does turn pretty quick. But I mean, look at the power to rate ratio, 9.8. That's pretty bad, pretty slow engine power. Yeah, the tank's not gonna go quick, but it has armor. It's a heavy medium. It's pretty much gonna be going the same speed as tier 8 heavy tanks. So don't expect this to be a fast medium tank, guys. If you buy this expecting speed, you're gonna be extremely disappointed. This is not a fast tank. So let's go ahead and move on to the concealment stats. You know what? No one really cares about this, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip that. As for the spotting, I have 420 view range. Now, this is getting help from the ventilation, Brothers in Arms, and the situational awareness skill. But the normal view range of this tank is 390 view range. As you can see, I have a pretty much 30 more meters of view range just with my loadout, my skills and perks, equipment and whatnot. It's at 420. So Yeah, 420 is pretty decent. I know the way I have it, that's good view range. A lot of medium tanks put on coated optics, so you could spot for your team and whatnot. But I like to have a more, I want to say, aggressive attacking type of loadout. Obviously, rammer, the vents, and the vertical stabilizers for better gun handling. So I just like to have a better loadout for, you know, doing damage and gun handling rather than just having a little bit more view range, you know. So yeah, if view range is important for you, obviously swap out stabilizers for the coated optics or something like that. Anyways, for my crew, like I'm saying, I got brothers in arms on here. The rest just kind of other perks that I think will complement the tank. Mentor, I like to keep that on all my tanks just to train the rest of the crew a lot quicker, get them more EXP or whatever. I got 85% here on snapshot. Obviously snapshot's pretty good. It's kind of like vertical stabilizers, just not as good. That obviously helps with gun handling. The next I got here on my driver, I got off-road driving, which is going to help the tank feel a little bit more smooth on different types of terrain. It's going to move a little bit quicker than it normally would. Like I said, this tank already lacks speed, so, you know, this is just to help it a little bit, you know, just to make it move a little bit more efficiently on the field. And for a radio operator, the skills here, I could get repairs, which would help a lot. And view range, now, I mean, signal range, no one really cares about that. But for view range, I think it's the best one. Situational awareness is probably the best skill for the radio operator here, because it's going to just overall enhance your view range without having to get coated optics. So I think that would be your best bet on a second skill, if not repair. So yeah, good skill there. For the loader, there's a lot of skills here that ain't really that good. I mean, stowage obviously is effective. Adrenaline could be effective also. Maybe even intuition, but I got repairs for now. I might switch it for adrenaline rush, or maybe just save stowage just so I won't get ammo racked. But to be honest, it seems like I don't really get ammo racked often with this tank. It's not a German tank. German tanks seem to get ammo racked a lot easier. So yeah, it's not like a German tank. Anyways, that's my loadout, guys, on my crew. As far as the equipment on the tank, like I said, you want to have a gun rammer for sure. That's a must. And for the vents and the stabilizers, those are all your personal preference. I like vents because it just gives my tank a whole overall better boost. You know, a 5% to all crew skills, that's going to help out. And stacked with brothers in arms is really good. I like to always have vents and rammer on all my tanks. And for the third equipment, I like to either have where is it? Enhanced gun lane drive to boost that aim speed, or the vertical stabilizers. A lot of people suggest the vertical stabilizer, so I went with that. So yeah, stabilizer is good just for better gun handling, better accuracy, and better aiming while turning your turret and whatnot, moving around. I think that's pretty much it, guys. This is my loadout here for my tank. I like to carry 11 gold rounds, just 3 HE shells, and 40 standard shells. This tank does get preferential matchmaking. You guys didn't know, that means it only sees up to tier 9, not tier 10, which is a good thing with this tank. That means I don't have to carry as much gold shells here, as you can see. With these gold shells, I'll be able to pin pretty much anything. If I aim for weak spots, maybe even if I don't. But if you aim for weak spots, most of the time, 192 millimeters of penetration will more than likely kind of do it. But if you need that extra boost against the tier 9 heavy tanks, obviously we got 11 APCR shells here. You can put more or less or whatever on your guys' loadout. This is just my preference here. HE shells just to kill some of those RDs or weak armored light tanks. So yeah, guys, that pretty much does it here for the statistics on the tank. Yeah, the tank is pretty good. Solid armor, slow speed, decent gun. But yeah, the armor is the main highlight of this tank, and I'm going to showcase it in this replay coming up. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the garage review. Yeah, stay tuned now for the gameplay, and that's going to be it for that. Alright, stay tuned, guys, and catch you on the next part. Alright, guys, so here we go. This is the gameplay part of the video. And yeah, we got the SuperPershing here. Let's go ahead and skip forward a little bit. Alright, so anyways, this replay is going to showcase some of the strengths and weaknesses of the tank. Obviously, a lot of people know the SuperPershing has really good armor, and I'm gonna showcase that in the video. We got a target over here, T43. Let me show you guys the matchup real quick. Here we go. Only 3 tier 9 tanks on the enemy team, and obviously on our team also. Alright, so I'm on free camera mode here. So as you can see right now, I'm just getting to a good position over here. You know, checking out my surroundings a little bit. There's the STA2, and there's a T20 over there who I was just trying to get a quick random snapshot off of. Yeah, as you can see, I wasn't able to get one off on him. Tried to shoot, but you know, it was just kind of a failed shot. Like, probably wasn't gonna hit anyway. Just kind of shot it just in case. What if it did hit? You know, try to get a little extra damage. So we got 3 targets: Panther 2, T43, and a Comet. As you can see, I'm trying to decide who to go for. So Panther 2 is going back and forth. This guy's peeking in and out, but I can't get a good shot on him. And then the Comet makes a perfect target for being very stationary. So you can see I bounced a shot from an SU-122-44, which has the 122mm gun with a 175 pin, and I bounced that easily. And I actually get pinned there. Let me pause that. So as you can see, I get pinned right on the side, right there. And as you can see, I get pinned right there because I was just over angling a little bit. See, when I'm over angled, they could pin the side all day. So pretty much what you want to do is not over angle in the tank. So back to the gameplay. As you can see, this time I bounced some shots there. Look at that. 2 shots bouncing, another one bounced. And while I'm doing this, obviously I'm doing damage right here. I get pinned here because the T49 has my flank. Bounce another shot. So as you can see, the armor is pretty effective against these tier 8 medium tanks and lower. Bounce another shot there, and I get pinned again. So as you can see, obviously if someone has your flank, you know, obviously you're not gonna bounce any more fucking shots, you know, from your ass and side. So right here I'm kind of mad. I'm like just saying shit team, because I'm like, man, this fucking team's letting me down already. Even though the team is doing good, but still, you know, getting no backup here pretty much, no support. So I end up killing him. Go back to fixed camera view. So I had to kill him myself, of course, because, you know, like I said, no one's gonna really back you up here in the game. So I bounce another shot, and I hit him back. As you can see, this tank is bouncing a lot of shells. And again, I go for another shot. That one was a critical hit, and bounce a shot from the STA2 right here in close range. Hit him right there on the side. I get pinned there. He misses me. So I got pinned on the side because obviously, like I said, I left myself a little unangled there, or over angled, I mean. So that Panther 2 was actually able to pin me there. So right here, I'm just trying to get some extra shots, trying to get some more damage here, trying to help out the SU-152 a little bit. And right here, I rushed my shot a little bit, but even then, that shot still went way to the right. And there, I just shot a little bit too late there. I was just trying to see what if I could get him, because that guy was moving pretty quick. As you can see, he shot me again, and he hit me again on the side. I don't know where the shot's at, but I mean, you guys saw right there. He shot me on the side right there. Let's go ahead and keep it going. And he's gonna pin me. There we go. Look at that. He pinned me again. So as you can see, look at this. When I'm too over angled like that, it's easy. It's easy pinning pretty much on my armor. So like I was saying earlier in the video, you don't want to over angle in the tank. The tank already has pretty solid armor. If you're, I mean, you don't want to be flat, but you want to be obviously in front of your target, but just a little slight angle. You don't want to over angle too much, because as you guys could see there, obviously when I over angle just a little bit, they're getting my side. Anyway, STA2 is on the a cap pretty much. I was hesitating here because I didn't know where the SU was at, and as you can see, he's over there at the cap. So now I'm starting to push over here towards my cap. There's the fixed camera view. And they end up killing the SU. So now obviously just trying to finish off the game here. As you can see, we're more than likely 100% chance we're going to win. There's only 2 of them left. And the STA2 is near the base. Now he's at the cap. And like I'm saying, I'm over here just trying to get a shot into him. Now I'm going to close the distance on him. Alright, so he bounces off my upper hole, as you guys can see right there. See, look at this. I'm not over angled here. You guys saw that right there. I wasn't, look at it. Yeah, you see at this angle where I'm at? Right there? Perfect. Right there, maybe a little slight over angle, but still not bad. That's perfect angle right there. And that's pretty much it though, guys, for the game. So as you can see, this replay and this gameplay right here really showcase the strengths and weaknesses of the tank. The tank does have a pretty decent gun. I have just under a 7-second reload with Brothers in Arms, Vance, Rammer, 100% crew and whatnot. It's like 6.77 or something like that. So yeah, the reload's pretty good. Good DPM for the tank. The average damage per shot I think is 240. 90mm gun. But I mean, the armor pretty much really makes the tank. As you can see, the armor is really damn good. It's just like heavy tank armor pretty much, except your sides are a lot weaker than most you know, tier 8 heavy tanks. So like I was saying, you just don't want to over angle at all with the tank, or otherwise they're just gonna pen your side all day. As you guys already know, American tanks you know, have weak ass side armor, so it doesn't change with this tank. This tank has weak side armor if you over angle like that. Just if you do a slight angle, you should be alright. So yeah, guys, I think this gameplay really showcased the strengths and the weaknesses of the tank. The weaknesses being the weak side armor, and sometimes the accuracy could be a little bit troll, and the strengths being really solid armor when not over angled, and also good DPM for the gun. So yeah, guys, overall it's a decent tank, solid tank, and I do recommend it. So yeah, that's gonna be it, guys, for this review of the SuperPershing. Stay tuned for more videos, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching this review, and catch you guys on the next video.